Hello, boys and girls. We have been reading the story Four Seasons Make a Year, and it's written by Anne Rockwell, and pictures are by Megan Halsey. And we are going to be asking questions about the characters, the setting, and different events that had happened in the story. So we're going to be reading, we're going to start, yesterday we read all about spring, so we're going to move to summer. June 21st is the first day of summer. Green sprouts spring up from the field. My sunflower seed sprouts green leaves too. Soon all of the trees are covered with leaves. Roses bloom, bees buzz, and butterflies flutter among the flowers. The pear tree's empty blossoms turn to tiny green pears. So now what is something that happens in the summer? What happens to the plants in the summer? We can use clues in the pictures, or we can use clues in the words to help us. What happens to the plants in the summer? Now listen carefully. Green sprouts spring up from the field. My sunflower seed sprouts green leaves too. Soon all of the trees are covered with the leaves. Roses bloom, and bees buzz and butterflies flutters among the flowers. The pear tree's empty blossoms turn to tiny green pears. So what happens to all the plants? Maybe you said they started to sprout, or they started to grow, or maybe you said they turned green. And all of those are correct answers. That's what happens in the summer. Things turn green and plants start to grow. The flower bed in the front yard bursts into bloom. Zinnias, sweet peas, lilies, cosmos, and black-eyed Susans. The fields have stalks of corn along the vines of green pumpkins and squash. On hot summer days, I swim in the pond down the road. So now we're going to connect some pictures to some words. Because remember, the author and the illustrator, they work together to help us understand what happens in the story. So she said, I swim in the pond down the road. So what is the thing that the author, or what the illustrator drew? Down here, she drew them playing in a pond, because the author said, I swim on the pond down the road. Summer is when we pick the first ears of corn from the field. We sell corn, squash, and bouquets of summer flowers at our roadside stand. But I won't sell my big yellow and brown sunflower, which has grown so much it's taller than I am. So I'm wondering, boys and girls, today we're talking about answering questions about characters and setting and events that happen in the story. But we're going to think about the character. Who is the character in this story? Who is the character in this story? The character is the person that's in the story, and the person is this little girl. So I'm going to take a piece of paper, and I would like you to grab a piece of paper, and we're going to draw the character and the setting. So the character is this little girl. So I'm going to try and draw this little girl. So draw with me. I'm going to give her a head, and she's wearing this cute little hat, so I'll give her a hat. And she has some bangs, so I'll give her bangs. And she has some pigtails, so I'll give her pigtails. So I'm drawing her. Here, I'll put it on this side so you can see. That's what I'm drawing. I'm drawing her. And then I'm going to draw her body. And then she's wearing overalls, so I'll draw some overalls. Just going to try my best, right? That's all you can do is try your best. All right, so I have the little girl, and the setting is where were they? So that picture would be right here. Where are they? They're on a farm. So I could draw some of the farm. I can draw the field. And I could even draw the barn. Because they are on a farm. So I could draw the barn. Because the character in the story is the little girl. That's what this story is about. And she's on her farm. Okay. So I'm using the pictures in the story to help me. All right, so now I want you to draw a picture of the character and the setting, the person that was in the story and where they were. Okay, so you're drawing the characters and the setting. And we use the clues to figure out who the character was and what was the setting. I can't wait to see your character and setting on Seesaw.